Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Greg Furman, market analyst here at TraderPlanet.com, and these are the market positions for May the 11th, 2011. Now, our first position for tonight is going to be in the stock market, specifically the Avon stock, AVP. Now, what I'm seeing here on this particular stock is we've got a bit of a mixed signal, but first and foremost, I want to point out support here. Now, looking at the Avon stock, we can see that we've got a considerable amount of support building up around the Vantage Point 18-day predicted moving average at 2907. Now, we have a mixed signal on the predicted MACD and the predicted true strength indicator, but by the looks of it, the market is buying pretty heavily down around this area. Now, what I also want to point out here, the Vantage Point predicted high and low, you can see the red line is the Vantage Point predicted high, the black line is the Vantage Point predicted low. Now, what this looks like is we've had a big break lower, but then we found support. And you can see how the market continues to tag the upper band here, this red line of the Vantage Point predicted high. This suggests that we're actually, and it's actually, just to clarify this, it's not touching the bottom of this line at all in the last 3 days. This to me suggests that we're getting ready for a break higher. So this is a buying opportunity for us. Now, again, we're looking at the predicted short, medium, and long-term difference. You can see the predicted short-term difference has hit heavily oversold territory and is now beginning to move back up, and it's about to breach the zero line. The predicted long-term difference has not moved below that zero line. Another positive indicator that this was a corrective move and not a trend reversal. Now again, for a trend reversal, we would want to see the Vantage Point 3-day crossing over the 8-day and the 18-day predicted moving average. You can see this lighter colored blue line has come down and it has not crossed over the 18-day predicted moving average. This suggests that, again, this is not a trend reversal. This is a corrective move, and we have a good shot of moving back up over this $30, potentially back up over the $31 area. So for your short-term traders, we're going to be looking at the daily report here, but your medium to longer term traders, I think we could get back up over the $30 mark on this particular stock. So with that said, let's go into our daily report. Now with our daily report, again, another positive note here. We've closed 2904, 2915, 2931. So you can see that the closing price of the day continues to move higher. So for tomorrow, 2908 is our predicted low, 2960 is our predicted high. So for day traders, that's what we're looking at, is that particular range. But again, your medium to longer term traders, I think we should be able to get back somewhere between $30 and $31 a share on this particular stock. So that's our first position for tonight. Now our second position is going to be in the foreign exchange market, specifically the US-Japan currency pair. This of course is a favorite of mine. You can see that I have these two lines drawn here, one at 85.50, the other one here at 76.50. This is what I would call an earthquake candle. The former bottom of this range was sitting right around the 80 level, so we're starting to move back up above this area. We can see that our short-term predicted difference has moved higher. Now what we're going to do here, we're going to go in and look at the Vantage Point predicted high and low for the day. Again, you can see that we continue to tag this upper band. We've got it set for a little bit higher, so for tomorrow we're looking for a retracement. Now on our shorter term indicators, you can see on the short term crossover from Vantage Point is just crossing that trigger. That looks good, but I want to point out though clearly that our medium and long term crossovers are still pointing somewhat lower. Now our Vantage Point, now bringing up, looking at our triple EMA cross, we're going to be buying this one on a dip, but we want to identify the upper resistance area in this particular case by Vantage Point, and that of course would be the 18-day predicted moving average from Vantage Point at 81.44. So we do need to clear this level. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to go into our Vantage Point daily report. We're going to look at our predicted high, our predicted low, and our neural index. This is going to play a fairly significant part for tomorrow. Now we can see that we have the neural index has gone from 0 to 1. Our recommended or our predicted low for tomorrow is 80.49. So for our long position for tomorrow, we're going to be looking at the 80.60 area to get into a buy position. I'm giving it about 11 pips. I don't want to go right to that exact number because I've got to pay the spread. So I want to give it a little bit of breathing room here, and I'm going to go with 11.60. Stops in this particular case I think should be about 100 pips away, 79.50, 79.60 area, somewhere in there, just to stay out of that broker radar. Now we can see that this trend, the downward trend in US Japan, is losing momentum. In the last 2, 4, 6, 8 trading days, we've been negative on the predicted short-term difference. We've turned positive. So this is a good buying opportunity in conjunction with the neural index and the short-term crossover. So we're playing, it's an intraday play, but I do remain to the bias that the dollar yen will continue to move aggressively higher. Probably in the days and weeks ahead, we're going to move back towards that 85 level, just to clarify. That's my particular view on that. Now, another thing I like with this, the predicted true strength indicator from Vantage Point is just about as heavily oversold as it can get. So again, looking at those short-term indicators telling us that everything is turning positive, it's turning the other way, this makes for a very, very good buying opportunity. So those are the market positions for May the 11th, 2011. And again, my name is Greg Furman, market analyst here at TraderPlanet.com.